Hi, it's me, Six Snipes. I was gonna make other videos, but today I was looking through YouTube and saw this dork, MGE Gibbs, with his new video. When normally I see Gibbs upload and I feel like I've just watched a pigeon get plastered by a pickup truck off 84, so like nothing new and probably less entertaining. But today he uploaded this video called Single Fire Challenge, and today I found that very interesting because the word challenge implies that single fire is a difficult concept in Insurgency Sandstorm, when in reality it is the single most potent element of your arsenal if used properly. And no, this isn't a joke. Why would you think this is a joke? The very implication that semi-automatic is somehow difficult to use, or you're a legend or something for trying it, is absurdism and only typical of someone frivolously attempting cheap views. And as a more experienced channel who has been around for much longer, I can say that I am here today to teach you why semi-automatic is super good. You're watching? Yes. First mistake, never listen to your fans, idiot. People telling you what to do is like super lame, no different than the quote-unquote free thinkers who aren't their own bosses because they refuse to adapt and invest in PNGs of ugly fucking animals worth more than the average Los Angeles property. You have to be a real grinder like myself to get where I am in life, hence why I am here to tell you that mistake number 2 is the fact that you're using this piece of shit AR-15 platform. Nobody uses the M4 anymore, that weapon is outdated. The Sig Spear is new, friend, and if the caliber is any indication as to what you should be using in the game, then you're pretty smart and probably agree that TikTok was originally a data gathering operation on the part of the Chinese state. It goes without saying that the bigger the bullet, the better the gun, which is why the Desert Eagle is the Desert Eagle is the magnum opus of any gun enthusiast collection, and the piece de resistance, full of mystery and subtlety, which earns its name as the sidearm of the Navy SEAL Division. Bigger rounds are empirically better, and no example is better than the clean, lean, and misdemeanor that is owning the Mark 15 EBR. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a Class A felony. Regardless, this is a video game, and just like the IRS with taxes, any restrictions to the God-given Second Amendment rights are more like suggestions, and everyone knows that. Simply equip the EBR and proceed to steamroll anyone with the misinformed opinion that there is an actual difference between 7.6 NATO and 308. The superior sniper caliber of the EBR demonstrates that one shot is almost always enough, but you will click 2 to 3 more times just in case it isn't, and then in that case, it is definitely enough, and they are definitely dead.
Hold on!
The superior marksmanship of this weapon really shows through when you start plinking enemies here, there, and everywhere. Nobody is safe from the superior performance of this weapon, and in the direst of circumstances, unlike all other marksman class weapons, when the time is right, you can hit the fire selector to enable fully semi-automatic.
Full semi-automatic.
And completely devastate anyone attempting to secure your objective and deny the naysayers who say, I'm bad at push. Seriously, guys, what's with that? I'm really good at push. Just look at, I dropped a 20 bomb on prison. This shit's so easy. Why do you think I'm bad at push? Mistake number 3. Advancing from behind the enemy and generally abusing boundaries is a massive pussy move and a telltale sign of cognitive bitch disorder. After all, it is common knowledge that MGE stands for mentally guttered individual, and only through extensive and pathetically inferior knowledge of concepts such as maps does this man accomplish anything. Rather, observe how a real gamer pushes any enemy location. Observe the incontestable form, the unshakable grace, the telltale precision which betrays the touch of a true marksman. Only through hundreds of hours and millions of subscribers can you accomplish such skill, hence why it is I who am the better YouTuber. And speaking of better, the Insurgent's SVD is possibly even stronger than the EBR, given its higher damage, very fast cycle rate, even for a semi-automatic, and incontestable best aesthetic when equipped with the red digital camouflage, perfectly complementing the amazing drip bestowed upon the Skull Trooper collection. Were the player skilled enough to unlock these cosmetic items, they are simply unkillable with aim so fanatically hyper-focused that it is said being shot in the fucking face does nothing to affect the outcome of any conflict and everything to change the conclusion of a game at push. Guys, just because I don't play push in my videos doesn't mean I'm bad. Look, I did even better, dude. I'm so fucking good. Stop saying I'm bad at push. Just stop. Unlike Gibbs, who employs the strategy of walking with legs to maneuver in the game, an easy giveaway that he's a noob, I encourage all of you to use the Skate Fast Movement Shooter Quake Pro method, which I am demonstrating on screen now, because even when the enemy somehow becomes aware of your amazingly stealthy ninja parkour, they have no ability to do anything about it because you are simply too good to get beat. The way you do this, just like me, is by buying these exact shoes where red goes faster and blue jumps higher, and the rest just makes you look like an idiot. But dear listener, it gets even better because there's even more semi-automatic guns to use, namely shotguns. You might say, snipes, they're all pump actions, but I submit that if semi-auto means one click equals one shot, and one click with a shotgun in the game equals one shot, then that shotgun is semi-automatic. Checkmate, atheists. With this newfound knowledge, you too can completely cross-map people foolish enough to assume that just because the match started 15 seconds ago means you can't find them, or else that they're safe to throw that grenade because their teammate is covering them. Mistake number 4, because never ever assume that anybody else is smart in-game or real life. And it gets even better because what's also semi-automatic is the 50 caliber anti-material rifles, which offer superior performance in the face of insurmountable forces and settles the debate of size over fire rate once and for all, as even if your bolt needs to travel the length of the Vegas Strip to cycle another round, the first one will have already killed the enemy, the wall behind them, the enemy behind the wall, and the impoverished orphanage behind the enemy. If semi-auto means that one click equals one, then there is also certainly no better semi-automatic weapon than the MG3, as one click can easily net you one 100-round box magazine filled to the brim with armor-piercing ammunition, any single one capable of slapping a person harder than Will Smith as soon as his wife's boyfriend told him that the zebra from Madagascar said that Suicide Squad was a bad movie. You like how up to date I'm keeping up on all these events? Finally, and most importantly, remember that if one click means one, then technically the baton is also a semi-automatic weapon and should be utilized to maximum efficacy at any point in which you feel danger, as it is the last barrier between you and certain death at the hands of people with zero situational awareness whatsoever. I just don't get why these people are saying, oh, Six Snipes is bad at push. He just didn't want to play push. Just because I don't like the mode doesn't mean I'm in conclusion. Don't let the haters tell you that semi-automatic is a challenge. It is the meta, and clearly this is a propagandist campaign by big developer to ensure that players stop using sniper rifles in close quarters so that they can say that they don't need to add the M1014 because it would be too overpowered without any consideration of the fact that this shit is completely busted. So when you ask me whether I'll use semi-automatic, I'll say yes. Next time, we're going to be considering the socio-economical ramifications of utilizing flashbangs and what their excessive fielding will do to the quality of life of now disabled ministry veterans everywhere. Next time on Yes. Yes, Six Snipes, and I'll yes you out yes in Yes Storm.
Go!
Oh, I forgot to feed my dog. I'll be back.
Man down!
Do you think I fuck around?